Hi, my name is John Kaczynski, and I'm going to be talking about the topic food combining made simple. Eat your food. Food combining is a popular theory that's been around for decades and decades. The original food combining theory was created by William Hay in the 1920s. Herbert Shelton in the 1930s wrote one of the early food combining food Bibles. And this has come back and been resurrected in the body ecology diet and also in teachings by Dr. Mercola, the well-known web health guru. So food combining basically is the idea is that you shouldn't eat certain nutrients together. So protein can't be eaten with carbohydrate, and fat can't be eaten with protein. If you have concentrated foods, you can't eat them. So many years ago, I thought this idea was strange because somehow I couldn't. Early farmers, I can't imagine the woman who was in the kitchen back then yelling out to her husband, "Hey Joe, does meat go with bread?" That it was not so complicated. And around the world, you'll see that people combined everything. One of the real One of the ideas that the food combiners love is the idea that you shouldn't eat fruit with anything. They say eat fruit alone or it rots. But if you look around the world, you see all these recipes where they combine fruit with meat and fruit with grain. So it was very, very common thing. So this idea is that it was based on erroneous science. In the 1930s, they thought that basically when you ate something like high protein food, like fish or chicken, that then basically the enzymes would be produced for that in your stomach. And then if you ate some grain with that or you ate some fruit with that, then it would stop that from being digested because other enzymes would be produced. But it turns out the real science that has been studied very extensively since then of digestion is that everything is digested fine together. So basically, if you eat fruit at the end of a meal with something, you'll digest it fine. Now, some people temporarily have such poor digestion that certain foods would be best to temporarily not eat together, but it has nothing to do with the food, it has to do with them. It has nothing to do with their real digestive tract, too. It has to do with the fact that something is off with their digestion that they have to work on. So my rule of thumb in thousands of consultations over the years, that if something makes you sick, don't do it. So basically keep away from it. But there's no science behind the food combining. But what food combining does, and the food combiners were the natural hygienists who were originally the first vegans, it gets people to eat very low calories because you can't combine carbohydrate with protein. So the food combiners in their most ideal form would say only eat carbohydrate once a day, only eat high protein foods once a day, and your diet ends up being very restricted and very low in calories. And when your diet is very low in calories, your metabolism crashes, your digestive function, your immune function, your brain function, your circulatory function goes down. So food combining basically is not based on any sound science. It's best not to do that. It's best to eat healthy, natural foods together and not to really worry about the food combining. It's just one of those unnecessary health teachings, and there are many of them, that makes people finicky about their diet, even their diet of natural foods, and makes it very hard to be successful eating a healthy diet.